been up on the business. So I don't know if you don't know, I'm a truck driver, right? Owner-operator. And unfortunately for a while now, how can I say it? A trucking recession. Truck drivers are falling like dominoes, giving up on the business. Today was an unusual day. A few of my friends, they post their trucks on Marketplace. They just want to get rid of them. They just want to move on. They're not too many people are looking at, general. Nobody wants to buy. So, like I said, today was a little unusual. A few of the guys called me up and said, why don't you take the trucks and give us a few dollars and pay us the rest in payments? And I was telling them, what you're going through, I'm going through the same way. So if I was to take the trucks, I'm going to park them, and they're going to be like table ornaments. They're going to gather rust. You can't afford to hire no drivers because it's not worth it. Right. That's number one. There is no work. When is this going to end? I have no idea. This trucking recession, I guess we're going to call it. I don't know. And if you guys that are doing okay, the only reason they're doing okay is they're doing Amazon Relay. If you don't know what Amazon Relay is, it's like an app where you pick certain moves that you want to do. And the only good moves on that app are called crosstowns, intermodal work. That's the only thing that's moving these guys around right now. Other than that, it's just pathetic. When is it going to end? I don't know. And I'm going to be honest. I done got almost all of them. I only got a few left. And I'm on one and another guy's on one. We're not even doing any good. Today, for example, came out, did a box, waiting on something else to come in, nothing else to come in. What about tomorrow? It's not looking good either tomorrow. So I don't blame anybody that leaves the business right now because it's not worth it. You would think that the only business that wouldn't go down is trucking, because if you all know, everything in the stores and wherever you go comes from a delivery guy, driver that delivers shit. But unfortunately, that's not the case no more. God help us all, man. Peace out.
Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone that rule and teach well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect brothers, the 144,000 men, prophets that's out noising this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard. If Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It's your Aki or Mahaloya coming back with another quick lesson through the spirit. Say truckers are giving up on trucking. Okay, as you've seen this guy, he looked like he may be Northern Kingdom, maybe Issachar, all right, or Ephraim, gravitating more towards Issachar. But basically, he's going into the trend on how people are giving up on truck driving, man. Okay, because, once upon a time, trucking was a lucrative field. Okay, in a few short recent years since the pandemic, trucking has took a heavy hit. Okay, because for the simple fact, the economy is collapsing. Okay, you got high interest rates. The feds are talking about raising interest rates to get the inflation down, which inflation is currently, I want to say, it dropped from like 9% to like 8.2%. Certain reports claim. You have the banking system that's getting ready to go offline. These major banks are shutting down, and the list goes on, man. And keeping up a truck or a rig is a very expensive task, man, because a lot of times to own your own rig, that shit take time, it take money. And it takes time to pay off a fucking rig and run you a fucking $200,000, man, if you're trying to get a good one. I remember my uncle, man, and his wife, they've been in trucking probably since like the early 2000s, man. They made a exceptional amount of wealth of truck driving, which he had his own money to start up because, he was, he was doing very good. I said he was doing very good for himself in street level shit, you know what I'm saying? So he started a trucking company. And he's, legit and stuff like that. But, hey, even they're getting ready to take a hit, okay? Because right now, the amount of gas it took, like I want to say last year around this time, even earlier in the year when diesel hit $5 a gallon, it was to the point truckers were paying up to $1,400 to fucking fill up their rigs, man. They may say, well, look, man, we'll pay you $4,500 to take a rig from Minnesota all the way down to Florida and back. $4,500 for a load. But shit, filling up going there and back. Because, trucks, they don't get good MPG. The new ones do. You may be able to get like 25, 30 miles a gallon. But even then, those big diesel engines, them motherfuckers drink gas, man. So, hey, you spending $1,500 for a full tank of gas one way and back. You know what I'm saying? That's two full tanks. That's $1,500. That's $3,000 right there. for a $4,500 load. So you may only make a grand to 1,500 to even, you know, make that load, man. Okay, and people ain't really living off that. So it's just like, okay, why not just have a regular 9 to 5 instead of going miles out of state, out of town, spending 4 or 5 days for my family, my wife, my kids, just to make $1,500 over the road 7 days a week when I can make that shit at a regular 9 to 5 a week. So people are literally saying, you know what, fuck this shit, you know. And from the beloved elder brother from Cali, Barack, you know, he even said in his lesson, man, that, you know, because the field he deals with, you know, he deals with trucking. You know, and the brother was telling me, like, look, man, shit is tying up. And the same thing that this guy was talking about in this video, he was saying the only thing that's really moving now is Amazon shit. Okay? It ain't worth going out of town for one box when you ain't gonna make no money off that shit. Especially if you're trying to pay off your own truck. There's no money in it no more, man. Okay? 1-2 loads, you come back, you gotta sit overlay 13 hours just to take one load from here to California, and you only may make $600. That ain't no money. Okay, but like this Jake was saying in the video, he was like, look, it ain't even worth it no more. Okay, it ain't worth doing trucking no more because, hey, nobody can afford it. Just the gas alone. Like he made a mention as well that, oh, well, we thought trucking was going to be alone forever. Well, if you understand economics and you understand biblical prophecy, you know that the Most High is going to smite the blood force or the oil of this society, man. Okay, and when you look at trucking and shipping through freight and trains, that's the ultimate form on how goods get to the store. So if goods is not getting to the store, then how you gonna sell product and merchandise, which will lead to economic collapse or particular sectors going under because they can't keep up with the expenses, man. And this is what we're seeing around Babylon. Okay, don't let $2.79 gas prices geek your head up like we in good case, because we're not in good case. Okay, America's getting ready to see a full-fledged economic collapse, man. Okay, and people is getting ready to go batshit crazy because they not anticipating it. Okay, you know, the mindset is, well, this happened before. It's just a minor slowdown, but we gonna bounce back. Nah, you ain't bouncing back this time, because this global collapse is gonna lead into the institution of the MOTB, which is gonna be made mandatory in order for you to have some type of livelihood, and followed by World War III, because this global collapse is gonna lead into the nation shooting missiles on America, man. Okay, because America's dollar, this petrodollar, is disrupting global trade, man. Okay, because it's a fiat fucking currency, and people don't want to do away with it. And this is why they're dumping their dollars quickly, because they don't want to feel the effects of this common collapse, man, which can literally be a matter of days or weeks or months. Not years, but months, man. Okay, so Lord's will. But anyway, I got a couple of precepts real quick. Matter of fact, this is 2nd Ezra 16. Let's go up a couple of verses real quick, because this is the mindset people are in. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. It says here, behold, victual should be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case. But even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So right now in Missouri, we're seeing $2.79 gas prices. Yesterday it was like $2.69 or some shit. Okay, last month it was like $3.70 something. You know, it's fluctuating. And the fact that this war is going on in the Middle East, you would think gas prices would be literally $10, because they're directly interfering with particular nations that deal directly with oil, man. Okay, you got the OPEC nations. Okay, you got those Palestinians or those Afghanis. Okay, which Saudi Arabia deals directly with the with oil and petroleum oil. Okay, but they said, fuck America, man. We're not dealing with the dollar no more. So just off that alone, gas would have been $15. But see, they have reserves here. Okay, but they're giving you bullshit, because this gas that we're filling up in, it's more of a water base, man. Okay, it's less petroleum, but more of a water base. It's trash. You know, literally a whole tank of gas, you running through that shit literally like in a day or two, man. Okay, I'm talking about just driving locally through the city. So the shit that you pumping out at the gas station, that's trash, man. You know, I'm hearing people that got 4 cylinders, 5 cylinders, and they literally going through a whole tank of gas within a day's time. When a 4-cylinder used to run, a week and a half almost. You know, I remember like $40 a week would get you through damn near 2 weeks to the next pay period. Now I find myself filling up shit every day, damn near every other day. That's if I fill all the way up. And I got a V8. So just imagine the type of hitting on the pockets that do. You know, but overall, man, this shit is getting ready to go down, and it's bad, okay? And people are not paying, they're paying attention to it, but they still have some undying hope in Babylon. This shit is through, bro. All right. But it says here, behold, victory should be so good, cheap upon earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils go upon the earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion, because you may go get, well, say JCPenney's, right? Bad Body and Beyond, 80% off, liquidation sales. You may be able to get, you know what I'm saying, a living room set for 50, 60% off on Black Friday. But overall, that does not negate what's happening in the Middle East. Okay, that does not negate what's happening around the world. That does not negate the tensions that you're seeing in America, and it does not negate the homelessness, man. Okay, because right now homelessness is at an all-time high. Okay, and you got migrants that's coming over here that's saying, look, I wish I never came to this place. We have no place to go. We knowing in the north they have very cold cold fucking winters, man. Okay, just like in Chicago alone, just in fact in Missouri, winters get like totally abrasive here, to the point it's like, oh shit. You don't want to be a homeless person in that time, and all the shelters here, they can't, the shelters, they can't house all the homelessness, man. Okay, they don't have enough room. And this is why a lot of them are camping out at police stations. A lot of them are going to these particular detention facilities in order to remain warm. Okay, but hey, it's a done deal. But it says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So when the trucking industry shuts down completely, you better believe that famine is gonna come. And okay, and that's an orchestrated famine. Because I remember, matter of fact, going back to 2020, 2021, when all those ships were like off docked in the Pacific, and then you had that blockage over there doing what is called not the Suez Canal. What is it? I think it's the Suez Canal, if I'm not mistaken. When they had all those jams of ships, they couldn't get through those barges and shit. And then a lot of those ships that sat out there on the West Coast, ships out there for months, man. Shit just sitting offshore and couldn't nobody get to it because they claimed they didn't have any workers or any dock workers to unload the freight. To the point they were just sitting out there in the ocean. And that was all done by design. Now on top of that, insult to injury, they were burning down all these food processing centers. I remember this last summer alone, you had up to 3, maybe 4 food processing plants that were literally burning down a fucking day, man. Okay, you don't think that had some type of dramatic effect on the supply chains in the economy? It very well did. And people are getting ready to lose it, man. So when this trucking shit shuts down, which a lot of you women, man, you women are through, because a lot of you women are into trucking because you really believe, oh, well, I'm going to get the bag. I'm going to be independent. So what happens when you stranded out on the road with no load, man? You can't fill up your car because, you know, you don't have enough money. You're going to be in bad case, man. You know? And don't think, like I said earlier, with these supply chains being halted, when the trucking industry shuts down. Are you going in? Okay. So when the trucking industry fully shuts down, hey, you're going to feel the effect of this shit literally immediately, man. Okay? If not immediately, you're going to feel it damn near soon. And we're seeing it right now. Okay? The price of food has not necessarily went down because you still are in a high inflation. But overall, man, you can kiss America goodbye, man. All right? So it reads here, it says, and the dead should be cast out as dung, and there should no man be left to comfort them. It says, for the earth should be wasted, and the city should be casted down, right? Because it's going to be famine, it's going to be altercations, it's going to be tribulation, it's going to be mass death, okay? There's going to be robbery, looting, murder, kidnapping, rape. All that's coming back in a big way, and you can see the people, they on edge, man. Like I said earlier, a fucking Karen bitch came behind me, which was kind of funny, but she came behind me and was trolling me all because I sped up and passed up. She didn't like it. Show you the mindset of the people, man. You know? But anyway, let's go from here to the book of Isaiah 19. And I'm going to start at verses 1. It says the message to Egypt. It says the burden of Egypt. Behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud and should come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt should be moved at his presence. And the heart of Egypt should be melted in the midst thereof, man. Okay? The heart's the mindset. Because people are going to fathomably lose hope in America. And you're seeing it. Every intersection you go to, you have somebody holding a homeless sign up. Where we're homeless, we need money. You got scammers, motherfuckers are doing credit card schemes. People are running in the houses. You got snatch and grabs at an all-time high. And these things are just going to intensify, man. Because this is the Lord's judgment. And it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. City against city, kingdom against kingdom, okay? So this is class wars, race wars, okay? Like Elder Malcolm always say, there's going to be a war between a have and a have-nots, man. Okay, and we're seeing that play out. And once this trucking industry fully goes down, A lot of people are going to be butthurt because now they're going to have to ration out food by class systems, which class systems are going to be predicated on which social caste system you're going to be a part of based on a chip, man. Okay, because the chip ain't going to just be, oh, well, you know, you got this microchip, you can buy whatever you want. No, you're going to be broken up into social categories, man. Okay, I have an article actually going into these particular systems on how they're going to classify people, and I'm pretty sure they revised it in greater detail, but it gives you an idea on who's going to be able to do what, because I believe like the average poor person is going to have a limit of 500 credits a month, but I'm hearing that they're trying to do away and narrow that down to 300 credits a month, man, which the average person, you can't survive on $300 a month. Okay, you can't survive on 300 bucks. All right, hold on. All the bar link is in a trunk. It's in a trunk. Yeah. But anyway, so the average person can't survive on $300 a month. Like, let alone you need that shit like every week for groceries. $300 a month for groceries only give you a half full of buggy of groceries. So people getting ready to lose their damn minds, man. And once the trucking industry go, everything shuts down. That means there's a halt in transportation of goods for vehicles, because everything that's shipped through train or the truck can't reach, it goes through train, or whatever the train can't reach or the planes can't reach, they have to ship it through truck, which is one reason for highways. Okay, highways was designed specifically for commercial and military use only. Okay, highways was never designed for people or regular civilian vehicles to travel on. But Esau said, you know what, we could capitalize on people through taxes, so therefore let the people use the public highways to get to and for work. That way we could charge them a gas tax, okay? But highways was really intended for commercial use vehicles, okay, which requires a CDL or military vehicles. That's why they're high. That's why they're so wide and out, okay? But it says, in the spirit of Egypt shall fell in the midst thereof, and I would destroy the, it says, I would destroy the counsel thereof, and they should seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards, man. You see? So with that being said, man, Yahweh Shai, man, he's getting ready to make his moves. All right? And it says, in the Egyptians I will give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, says the Lord of hosts, man. And going down to verses 14, it says, Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to earn every word thereof, meaning your supply systems, okay, your transportation systems, okay, when you don't have trucks that's able to bring in petroleum, or you have a truck coming in like once a week to fill a gas station, you're gonna have a lot of people that's stranded out here, okay? Electric scooters is gonna be the cause, or bikes, or skateboarding, or bicycles, or walking. It's gonna be the only way to get to and for work. And the average person, they work across town. They're not gonna fucking walk to work, you know, let alone ride a damn scooter. But that's going to be the reality out here, and it's going to drive a lot of people into violence. And it says here, in error in every work as a drunken man staggering in his vomit. Neither should there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail or branch or rush may do, okay? So this system is getting ready to shut down, okay? Like I said, the elder brother Barak, man, he was breaking it down in his lesson, and he told me personally, like, look, man, the only thing that's moving is Amazon shit, and you got niggas that's robbing Amazon people. So, hey, Lord's will, this thing intensify, man, because the way it's looking for you people, your Christmas shit, your next holiday, I don't think too much of a holiday at this point, you know? Like, if things intensify and it gets worse, I can guarantee you by next Christmas or Thanksgiving, you probably won't be seeing too much shipped out. That's if, you know, they don't do something about the supply chains. But regardless of it, this shit is getting ready to shut down completely. So one more precept, it says here, in that day Egypt should be like women and should be afraid of fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaken over it. And the land of Judah should be a terror unto Egypt, and everyone that make it mention there should be afraid of himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he had determined against it, man. So this is the Heavenly Father's judgment. So, hey, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of the great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the whole elect. And with that, Shalom.